Ladies and gentlemen, we may be on the verge of an amazing new beef involving the master of beefs, the ultimate original 10-7er himself, Ariel Helwani. And this time the beef is with potentially, that is, the one and only Logan Paul, brother of Jake Paul. Now, I hate to say it, but I'm quite excited about this potential beef because this might finally be an opportunity for Ariel to finally clap back at somebody. He's been taking the high road. He's been high road Helwani for so long. Hasn't really said anything back to Michael Bisping for a while. Has kind of said a little bit to Turkey Al Sheikh. That didn't really go anywhere. I don't think that's going to be a back and forth thing. I think he said his piece and we're going to move on from that. Although that was kind of interesting. Also, I wouldn't want to mess with Turkey Al Sheikh, to be honest. So I don't really think that's going to continue on. But this one could go somewhere. And it's kind of exciting. It might be kind of fun. I wonder what's going to go down. But let me give you guys the backstory. Now, Ariel has developed a great relationship with Jake Paul. He's been the announcer or the interviewer or whatever you want to call it for some of his great fights and his great boxing events. Even this recent female boxing only card, Ariel was Jake's guy. He's developed a great relationship with Nikisa as well. So he's kind of in there with the Pauls. So he also has a good relationship with Logan Paul as well. He's had Logan on his show. He's interviewed him. It seems like he gets along reasonably well with the Paul brothers. So not too long ago, Ariel did a little stint with Logan, a little back and forth with Logan Paul at some WWE event. Now, if you guys watch our channel, you know I'm not a fan of the WWE and the wrestling and all that stuff. That's not what I'm into. I'm into MMA. I'm into the real deal. I'm into actual competition. When it comes to smack talk, I want it to be real, not fabricated. So that's my jam. But anyways, Ariel's a big fan of that world and that sport. So he was at an event with Logan Paul. They were discussing together and commentating together and whatnot. And well, I'm going to turn over to Ariel and I'll let him explain what happened next, but it's pretty crazy. Now, let me just start with a quick caveat before we get into the clip. I still am trying to figure out if this is legit or not. I think it's legit. I think Ariel is sincerely pissed, and I don't think it was a joke between them, or I don't think Logan Paul, obviously, I don't think it's like a made up thing, but I can't tell if Logan Paul was just kind of teasing Ariel and Ariel's just kind of making the thing out of it, but he doesn't really care. Is he actually sincerely pissed? And was it actually a dirty move by Logan Paul, what he did? I don't know. I kind of want you guys' help in terms of deciding this, but we're going to watch the clip. I've already watched it twice now, so I'm going to watch it live with you guys a third time, and then we'll talk about it at the end. But here's where it begins on Ariel's show, I think on Thursday or Wednesday. Check this out.
I'm hosting the show. I'm co-hosting with Kate Scott, DAZN, Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And they said, okay, Logan Paul's going to come up. And so I put on my Paul Heyman, my wise man hat. I put on my advocate hat. I put on my, like, let me get this guy over. Let's have some fun here. We have to kill time. It's like 15 to 20 minutes. It's like, I got to kill time here. So let's have a little fun. They were just in Riyadh. He wasn't on the card. He should have been on the card. They're going to SummerSlam, East Rutherford, 2 nights. Let's pick him up. By the way, he's doing a great job. And so I'm really like, I'm really bigging him up. I'm acting as his advocate. And at one point he turns to his camera guy following him. At one point he turns and I don't really hear what he's saying because he's talking. It's a loud arena. There's a ton of kids waiting to get a selfie with him and autograph.
This is that WWE arena event. Like, I don't even know what SummerSlam is. I don't know what these different events or names are, whatever. Again, this is Ariel's world. He loves this. He loves WWE and he loves the elements of WWE that have sort of bled into mixed martial arts. Not me. Anyways, I'm just giving you a little bit more context as he continues.
Etc. And I'm like, oh yeah, cool. He's saying like, yo, this guy's the man. And I'm thinking actually like, wow, like we're really cooking here, like we're cooking with Crisco here, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking like maybe he's gonna call up Trips, he's gonna call up Paul Levesque and be like, yo, maybe Ariel should be my wise man, he should be my advocate. Then all of a sudden I'm sent this clip, and the exact opposite happened. Not only was he not bigging me up, he was insulting me. He was making fun of me. This dude was making fun of me. Everything they said about this dude, correct. It's correct.
And I think what he's alluding to is basically maybe people calling Logan Paul fake, calling him insincere, just whatever, not a trustworthy guy, I guess is what he's alluding to. But again, I just still can't tell. You guys got to help me. Is Ariel just being silly? Is he kind of goofing around? Is he still boys with Logan? And he's just messing with him. You know, like how he kind of used to do with DC back in the day. He used to kind of mess with him. I'm still trying to figure this out because when you see the clip of what Logan did to Ariel, it it's not really cool. It's not really funny. I'm trying to put myself in that position. I'd be kind of annoyed, I get. Anyways, we're going to get to it, but help me out, guys. Pay attention and see if you can decipher whether or not Ariel is sincere here. Is he just messing around?
Unbelievably. Here I am advocating for him, showing him love, giving him the rub, giving him the street cred in the fighting community. And this is what he does to me. Unbelievable. I felt like someone spit in my face. I felt like someone stabbed me in the back. I felt betrayed. Here's what he did.
He's up on the top rope and he takes the drone and then he flies with the drone. We've never seen anything like this before. John Cena and CM Punk were headlining tonight. He should have been headlining. What are we doing here, Triple H?
Yeah, dude, you're a great hype man.
This guy's a D1 Glazer, bro.
What? SummerSlam, Man Life, none of this night one BS. This is the face. Get him in there, headlining for the title.
Let's go, you heard it here first.
This guy's a D1 Glazer. First of all, I mean, it's truly fucked up.
While you go to continue to hype him up.
Covered his mouth.
Yeah.
See that? He covers his mouth. when he says
Coward shit.
Called you
you
first
slapped the shit out of
team
him.
all glaze.
Coward shit. I showed that to my kids yesterday. They were so offended on my behalf. They were like, what?
I
This
feel
dude-
like that's why you're extra offended, because you showed your kids and like instead of like chuckling, your kids were like, nah, that's fucked up, man. I can't believe he said
It's
that
totally
shit."
fucked up. You know what they did?
It is
They went
fucked
to the room. They have all the primes. They poured them all out into the toilet.
I know you're bullshitting.
Not for
That's where
real.
it belongs.
You're
Piss.
serious.
They felt
He's definitely messing around. Yeah, there's a little smirk on his face. I don't think they actually poured out the prime. God, the more I think about it, I think he's just messing. I think he's just like teasing about this whole thing, and he's really not pissed. I think it would be so much funnier if he actually was pissed. There was a little beef between him and Logan Paul, because I think Ariel would eviscerate Logan Paul in a back and forth. You can't mess with Ariel in these online back and forth beefs. He's too smart, so he gets most people. But that's what I'm leaning towards now. I think he's just messing.
they felt disrespected by the man himself. This guy's a D1 Glazer. For everything I've done for him, backing him, everything I've done, he turns around and does this to me.
Now, is there any chance this was a compliment? Is there any chance that
A
he
D1 Glazer is
D1
like
Glazer
the
is
worst.
Disrespectful.
What is wrong with you, Rick? There's no way that's a
Bro's
compliment. That's a
on a
wanker move.
full ride
Wanker move,
scholarship
bro.
for glazing.
Yeah.
I mean, is he wrong?
All glaze team right now.
Wow, Frank. Jeez.
Fuck Logan Paul. That's what I gotta say. Fuck Logan
And
Paul.
you're coming from a real glazer over there. Frank, so you know about the glazing.
I know the glaze.
Yeah, I thought legit. I thought we were gonna go in business together. In the end, he went in business for himself. In the end, he stabbed me in the back. I should have known better. I mean, that's what everyone says. I should have known
Smile
better.
unless he slit your throat. Smile
Here's
unless
the
he
knife.
slit your throat.
Here's the freaking knife. Can we hear that one more time? What does he say? What does he say again?
Straight up, this guy's a D1.
That's what he said.
Yeah,
I
run
wasn't-
it back. I gotta hear.
I
it one more
wasn't-
time.
Covers the
racked
mouth.
that.
Covers the mouth.
He's up on the top
Coward.
rope and he takes
Here-
the
here I
drone,
am.
and then he flies with the
Look-
drone.
look at me
We've never seen
explaining
anything
to
like this
Kate.
before.
It's
John
insane.
Cena and CM Punk were headlining tonight. He should have been headlining.
Yeah.
What are we
It's
doing here,
insane.
Triple H?
Yeah, dude, you're a great hype man.
This guy's a D1 Glazer, bro.
This guy's a D1 Glazer, bro.
And you continue to glaze.
Yes.
This is the face.
I think he's
Get
saying
in
like,
there,
yo,
headlining for the title.
Stop the glaze.
yo, you know how embarrassing
Stop
that
the
shit is?
glaze.
This guy's a D1 Glazer, bro. Like
dead
he
to
just
me.
met me. Like he just met me. Like I'm some geek off the street. You know what's crazy about that? As I'm rewatching it, like the way the energy that I was putting into explaining to Kate, who knows nothing about WWE and probably thinks it's all wackadoodle stuff. It's like that meme of the guy being like, "Yo, you see this guy? He's this dude's.
Yeah, the
with
explaining
drones.
guy to,
Yes,
to the
yes.
woman. Yes, that's you.
You know this guy right here? He's flipping with drones in his hand."
And then that
this-
guy who you're explaining about calls you a D1 Glazer.
Have
Yeah.
you spoken to Kate since the incident? Have we
No, I need to
have we
send it to her.
clarified with her whether she thought
that I was
you were
glazing.
being a D1 glazer?
The glaze was real.
Yeah, was she thinking in the back of her head? She was like,
I need to
this
ask her.
motherfucker is glazing.
I need to ask her. She probably was thinking, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it's
D1
messed
glazer.
up.
Crazy.
I'm not going to forget this. Well, I'll see him again. I'll see him again at some point, and I'll have a word.
First,
Okay, so there it is. There's the gist of the entire clip. I don't know. I'm going back and forth. Like as I'm listening to it a little bit more and listening to the response and reaction from Ariel, he does say F Logan Paul, but is he saying it to be funny? Is he actually boys with him? I'm still trying to figure it out. I think there's a little bit of heat. I mean, if I were to be called a D1 Glazer, I mean, it's definitely an insult. I suppose I wouldn't be going crazy about it, but I guess he was trying to big up him, and then he says that it is kind of a little bit of a weird snaky move. I don't know. I don't know. This could be absolutely nothing. This just could be him playing around, messing around, having a fun time with the audience and with that clip, and it could be all good. Maybe it is. I kind of hope. I don't know. This is messed up. I kind of hope that it is a real beef, and I kind of hope we get to see him go back and forth because it's fun when Ariel gets going. Especially, I think against Logan, it's going to be bad for Logan with all the MMA community behind Ariel and whatnot. So let's see. Is this real? Is this just them messing around? I don't know. You guys be the judge. Let me know what you think. I think there's a chance. I think there's a 55% chance that this is legitimate and we could get some fun back and forths here. As you know, I do like to cover the beef, so this is one that I had to cover when I saw it. A couple days late, wanted to get this out earlier, but there it is. It is what it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. How do you think this will go if this ultimately is a beef and we do have a back and forth online war? And do you think Ariel is in the right to be offended by that comment where Logan sticks his shirt up and calls him a D1 Glazer, which is kind of weird because he's talking about him? It's like if somebody's maybe doing that to somebody else, you could say that, but they're trying to big you up. It's a little bit weird. I don't know. The whole thing is strange. And I'd be curious to know exactly what Ariel's saying. Everything they say about this guy is true. Is it just that he's fake? He stabs people in the back? I don't know. I guess that's kind of what Jesse on Fire talks about and some other folks. I don't really know too much about Logan Paul, to be honest, as he's not really in the MMA world. So it is what it is. But let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, click that like button. If you want to see more, make sure to click subscribe. Thank you guys so much for joining. And we'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.